All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to unlock a secret weapon for every single creator out there. We're talking about a massive treasure chest of content that's just hiding in plain sight, totally ready for you to use in any project you can dream up.
So, picture this. You've got this amazing idea, right? A film, a new app, maybe a book. You're all fired up, ready to go, but then you hit a wall. You need images, you need music, you need text or video clips to actually bring your vision to life.
And that's usually where you run smack into two of the biggest project killers for any creator. On one side, you've got these crazy expensive licenses that can completely drain your budget before you've even really started. And on the other, you're staring into the terrifying labyrinth of copyright law, where just one wrong move could land you in hot water. But what if I told you there's a way around all of that? What if there was this almost infinite library of raw creative material that's 100% free for you to use, to remix, and to transform into your own masterpiece? Well, that library is real, and it's called the public domain. So let's pull back the curtain and break down exactly what that means. To put it as simply as possible, the public domain is the giant collection of all creative works that are no longer, or in some cases never were, protected by copyright. This means they literally belong to everyone. You, me, all of us. You can use them for whatever you want without asking for permission or paying a dime. And this quote right here, it really gets to the heart of why the public domain is so important. It's a shared cultural resource, this common wellspring that every new creator can draw from to build the next great thing. It's all about paying it forward. So how does a work end up in this magical place? Well, the most common way is pretty simple. Its copyright just expires. Time's up. But also anything created by US government employees as part of their job is automatically in the public domain. And sometimes an author just decides to dedicate their work to the public for anyone to use. And listen, we're not talking about some dusty, forgotten corner of the internet with a few old items. We are talking about a massive, ever-expanding universe of incredible free content. The scale here is, well, it's staggering. We're talking millions upon millions of items across every medium you can possibly imagine. Classic books, vintage films, musical scores, historical photos, gorgeous illustrations, and even software. It is a true treasure room for creators. Let's just look at a few quick examples to really get a feel for the variety. The Library of Congress has digitized huge parts of its collection. You can find everything from amazing historic baseball cards to these beautiful classic illustrations from old children's books that you could use in a new story or an app, to these absolutely stunning Japanese fine prints that could become the whole visual foundation for a website or a video game. And for all you filmmakers out there, this is a goldmine. There are thousands of public domain films just packed with footage you can sample, re-edit, and use in your own projects, and it is all completely 100% legal. So, we know what's in the treasure chest. Now for the really fun part. Let's look at how you can use it. This is where the real magic happens, taking these historical treasures and transforming them into something new. This has to be one of my favorite examples ever. On the left, Jane Austen's classic novel from 1813, Pride and Prejudice. It's been in the public domain for a very, very long time. On the right, the 2009 bestseller, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. The author took Austen's original text, which is free for anyone to use, and remixed it into this modern horror comedy hit. Just brilliant. And this happens all the time, across all media. You know Elvis's iconic song, Love Me Tender? It's based on the public domain folk song Aura Lee. The huge Broadway musical, Hadestown, that's a modern retelling of ancient Greek myths. And of course, Disney's Aladdin is famously based on a folktale from 1001 Nights. All of them built on these amazing public domain foundations. Okay, so you're inspired. I can see the gears turning. You're ready to go exploring for your own treasure. But where do you even start? Don't worry. Let's look at the map for your own treasure hunt. I like to break it down into 3 really simple steps. First, you just explore the major online archives. Second, you start finding and saving the treasures that spark your interest. And third, you just start creating. It's really that straightforward. And here are your starting points. These are some of the biggest and best places online. The Library of Congress and the Internet Archive are just massive. The Digital Public Library of America, or DPLA, pulls content from institutions all over the country. HathiTrust is another huge digital library. And for photography, Flickr the Commons is absolutely fantastic.
So the end of this explainer is really just the beginning of your journey. The key is to go from learning about the public domain to actually using it.
And here's the key takeaway. The first step is just to start building your own personal collection. Think of yourself as a digital curator. Finding and organizing high-quality public domain assets is exactly how those valuable digital bundles are made. You know, the kind of themed asset packs you see being sold online? It all begins with the hunt. An entire universe of raw material, history's greatest hits, forgotten gems, cultural cornerstones, is out there just waiting for you. It's free, it's legal, and it's yours. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?